Listen! Uh-oh!
All right, what's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. We're gonna see how this goes tonight. We're gonna see if the stream will stay on for longer than an hour. While Lynette listens to videos over there.
You sent them to me, and I'm just now getting them.
Yes,
Sorry.
I know I sent them to you. So anyway, we are going to try to pick up where we left off with the short story. I went back to the VOD when I got cut off to figure out when it stopped. So I've found the video, found the spot in the video where it picks up, and I'll try to explain. I'll try to give some build up to it before we start it. But basically, we're just gonna do the same thing we did last night, where I'm gonna load up the YouTube, mute my mic, put that up while I do all my flower picking and dye making, and then as long as the stream stays up, then we'll do the Liadrin video that I was going to do yesterday. And if I'm done with all my flower picking and there's interest from a certain 8-year-old redhead, then maybe I'll bring him in here and he'll do some Madden gameplay, because he was asking me yesterday when he can play World of Warcraft, and then things hit the fan. So yeah, let's see, where are we at? Let me pull up the YouTube page here. We are 44 minutes into this hour and 11-minute short story. Basically what we have so far is that Zul'Jarra has been named the chieftain of the Amani clan, but some of the smaller tribes don't jive with that, and the leader of the Vile branch has challenged her to that seat of power, and she has 2 days to go find this Loa blessed axe, I guess would be the best way to describe it. So she's out in the mountains and she's looking for this axe, and her brother shows up to help her, even though she didn't ask for help, but he's always kind of there to help her. I guess I should rewind if you weren't watching. The Loa don't answer their prayers anymore, so they think that the Loa have abandoned them. So she thinks that this whole exercise is stupid. She could just whoop this other guy and call it good, but the priest, I guess, for lack of a better word, of the tribe, who's also her uncle, said that the blessing of the Loa would go a long way to show that she was supposed to be the chieftain. So anyway, so they're up in the mountains, and she's climbing the mountain, and she's already insulted her brother, so he'll go away, even though she didn't mean to. And right now she's climbing up the mountain to get to the Eyrie for this particular Loa. So that's pretty much, did I cover it all?
Pretty much.
So that's where we're gonna pick up with this. I'm gonna turn the YouTube on, so that is that right there. There we go. And we should have sound. I'm actually going to turn it up so you guys can hear better. And that's it. Let me mute my mic and away you go. All right, that didn't work. So where's the sound for this? Oh, Chrome. Okay.
Skill kept her grounded. She had no idea how long she clung to the side of the mountain, but eventually she managed to heave herself onto the temple dais. She collapsed against the smooth stone, her arms trembling, her lungs on fire. The sun burned overhead, blindingly so, as if to encourage her to get a move on. Its position put the time at just a few hours past midday. She lifted a hand to shield her eyes from the judgmental light. "I'm going." Finding her feet on the precipice, she faced the temple. Years of abandon had left it crumbling in some places and discolored in others, but it evoked a sense of awe all the same. It was with a surprising amount of reverence that she climbed the stairs, bypassed the empty and broken altars on either side, now home to a number of eagle nests, and slipped into the cool shadow of the central tower. As she passed through the archway and into the main hall, she noticed the statues. 3 eagle heads, one on each wall. They peered down at her as if from on high, their empty eyes assessing, scrutinizing. She ignored them, instead taking in the rest of the space. Benches covered in tattered cloth, offering bowls left empty, some in pieces on the floor. It wasn't hard to envision this place in its prime, full of priests, speakers, and worshippers. The walls must have vibrated with their veneration. Sunlight poured through the slat above the entryway, and when a gust of wind stirred dust and ash from long burned-out pyres, the mixture thickened the air with a cloud of twinkling starlight. It was lovely and disgusting. Coughing, she covered her nose and mouth and squinted against the haze. There, something glinted at the base of an altar not unlike the one she'd knelt at yesterday. Something metallic. She crossed the distance at a run, sliding to a stop that sent more dust flying. Covered in a layer of grime and cobwebs was the axe. Slowly, reverently, Zul'Jarra curled her fingers around the handle and lifted. It was old but finely crafted, heavy, but not too much so. Well balanced. It had seemed larger from farther away. A trick of the light, perhaps. The axe fit perfectly in her hands, almost as if it had been made for her. She tightened her grip and gave it a test swing. It cut the air beautifully. The edge still looked sharp enough to cut a man clean in half. Or an arrogant, vile-branched chieftain. With her prize attained, she turned to go but paused when her gaze lit upon one of the 3 eagle heads, watching her. Zul'Jarra didn't put much stock in making offerings that always went ignored, but it felt wrong to take this without leaving anything in return. Besides, she had nothing to give except... Raising the axe on open palms, she bowed her head. "My uncle says you're still listening." Her voice cracked against the words. "I don't know if I believe that, but I do know our people need something to believe in. I could use something to believe in." A scream shattered the stillness. "Jarra!" Jeanne! Panic kicked against her ribs as she bolted for the exit, her heart in her throat, its frantic pulse screaming in her ears. She leapt whole flights of stairs to reach the edge of the dais as quickly as possible. What she saw below sent fear cascading through her. Zul'Jarra dove to one side just as a massive club slammed into the ground, sending a spray of dirt and rock into the air as if it were water. A Liadrin roared as it hefted the weapon, which was truly just a tree with the branches broken off. The creature wasn't alone. At least 2 more giants lumbered after it, all of them clamoring to get to her brother. Zul'Jarra darted around, the grubby fingers grabbing for him. Zul'Jarra dropped down the handholds quickly. It was dangerous, foolish even. One wrong catch, and she'd be sent flying off the mountainside. She didn't care. She had to get to her brother. One of the creatures reached for Zul'Jarra, but he drove his daggers into its meaty hand before darting aside as it pounded the ground, howling in pain. He tried ducking between the legs of another, but it caught the hem of his cloak. The fabric tightened around Jean's throat, choking off his shout as the monster hurled him toward a tree. The heavy thud made Zul'Jarra's teeth ache. Then Zul'Jarra hit the ground, tumbling over the edge of a rise. Frantic Zul'Jarra flung herself forward with a roar. "No, Jeanne! No, Jeanne!" The sound echoed along the mountain, and all 3 giants turned toward her. Her leap carried her through the air, the blade finding a home in the neck of the Nalden that had thrown her brother. She felt the give of flesh, the snap of bone. Blood sprayed the other Nalden, blinding them temporarily. Panic shrieked in her ears as she scrambled to the cliff's edge. Relief nearly sent her toppling over when she saw Zul'Jarra was alive, clinging to a root jutting out of the cliffside. Their eyes met, and without a word he reached for her. She hauled him up onto solid ground, pulling him tight against herself, and then shoving him back when the remaining Nalden seemed to get their bearings. They bellowed as they charged, fists and weapons lifted. "Stay behind me," Zul'Jarra called, then raced forward to meet them. She had no way to tell if her brother listened to her or not, but she couldn't focus on that. Her grip tightened on the axe, and she swung. Again and again, she brought the weapon up and around, slicing at muscled limbs and massive feet. Some of the blows glanced off their makeshift weapons, but that didn't slow her. She kept at it. The next swing sending a leg flying and the giant that lost it howling to its knees. A blow to the back of the head finished it off. And then she faced her final opponent. She didn't see the unstable patch of rock until she was already mid-leap, bringing the axe down on the remaining Nalden. Her weapon found its mark in the creature's chest, sinking deep. She held on and rolled the body as it fell right onto the sloping earth. The Nalden slammed into the ground, which immediately began to dissolve beneath it, beneath her. "Jarra!" Her brother's cry was the last thing she heard before she felt the world give way under her feet. The sky opened up above her as she was pulled down into darkness. Zul'Jarra dreamt of shadow, of the deep night, of impossibly high mountains. She was climbing one, hand over hand, grueling inch by inch. The stones cut into her palms, and they wept fire. And no matter how long she climbed, she could never reach the top. She wanted to stop, but she knew she couldn't. They were counting on her. They were behind her, following. If she stopped, they would fall. She would fail. So she kept going, kept pushing toward the summit where her grandfather stood, staring down at her. There was judgment in his eyes. Anger flushed Zul'Jarra's entire body. "Don't you look down on me," she growled between clenched teeth. "Don't you ever look down on me." Look down on me. Her voice echoed around her, shaking the mountainside. It felt like the entire thing could give way. Still, Zul'Jin continued to stare, unblinking, unspeaking. "You!" Zul'Jarra seethed. She pulled herself upward, faster now, spurred on by her rage. "You!" Faster still, impossibly so. She was on her feet now, running up the mountain face. "You!" Akilzon's axe was suddenly in her hands. A gust of wind hit her back, launching her into the air, up and over her grandfather. "Coward!" She brought the axe down on his head. Fire erupted around her, bright and blazing. The axe vanished, consumed by the blaze. So did Zul'Jin. She was certain she would be next. But it didn't happen. There was no heat, no pain. Just blinding light and the wrath thrashing in her chest. Her eyes fluttered open. For a moment the world was unfamiliar shapes and colors that gradually sharpened into the familiar sight of her room. What? Her throat rebelled against the desire to speak. It felt like swallowing shards of glass. A jostle of movement at her side preluded Kinduru leaning in over her, his face drawn up in worry. When their eyes met, his breath left him in a rush. "Zul'Jarra," he stammered, relieved. "Akilzon be praised." "Akilzon," Zul'Jarra repeated in a whisper. Her mind struggled to take hold of a memory, of a temple at the top of a mountain and an axe in her hands. What happened? Kinduru sank back into the chair at her bedside. You fell, he said, breathless with disbelief. From the face of Akilzon's reach, that height should have killed you, but you barely had a scratch. She understood her uncle's words individually, but couldn't quite make sense of what he was saying. Fell, she repeated. He nodded. Zul'Jarra found you near the mountain's base, in an eagle's nest of all things. Somehow you survived. You even managed to keep hold of the axe. He brought you home. Zul'Jarra followed her uncle's gaze to the familiar-looking axe resting against the wall. Where did that... Akilzon! At that realization, memories flooded her mind in reverse, fighting the giants with the axe, climbing to the temple where she'd discovered the weapon. The reason she went searching for it to begin with. The challenge! She bolted upright in bed, her muscles aching. How long was I asleep? The shock on Kinduru's face melted away under trepidation. At least a day. The challenge is underway. Dread dropped cold through Zul'Jarra. Your mother, Kinduru continued, has gone to meet Kolanji in your place. No! Zul'Jarra gasped. Injured as Zarama was, she did not stand a chance. Without another word, Zul'Jarra threw off the blanket and forced her body to stand. She ignored the sharp stab of protest between her ribs. What are you doing? Kinduru demanded. You know what I'm doing, she snapped, taking up the axe. You are in no condition to fight. You said it yourself. I should be dead. Anything else is condition enough. Zul'Jarra stormed from the room, through their home, and out to where her war bear waited. The challenge will be met at the Broken Throne, Kinduru called as she climbed into the saddle and snapped the reins. Akilzon's wings speed you! The chanting of the gathered crowd reached Zul'Jarra's ears before she caught sight of the ruined city. There were roars and jeers back and forth, signaling the trading of blows. The fight was still on. The way was clear, save for a few stragglers, Amani sentinels and Vile Branch warriors eyeing one another from either side of the main thoroughfare. Zul'Jarra rode past them without a thought, ignoring the shocked cries of her name as well as insults hurled at her back. She made for the arena, pushing her bear to climb. Faster! Faster! At the crest, she leapt from the saddle and landed with a grunt. Pain rolled through her, but she kept going. The crowd was thick with spectators, their cheers punctuated by the ringing of clashing weapons. Move! She tried to scream, but her throat still burned, the word flaking away. Move! As she shoved through the throng surrounding the fighting ring, Zul'Jarra did not have to turn to know her brother was at her side. She could feel his presence simply shift into place, as it often did. Your chieftain said to move! Zul'Jarra boomed, louder and with more fervor than Zul'Jarra had ever heard from him. People turned, saw them, then obediently stepped aside. Zul'Jarra raced forward, reaching the arena floor just as Kolanji ducked a swing from Zarama's axe, then drove the sharpened end of his mace into her middle. The sound of her mother's flesh splitting left Zul'Jarra frozen. She stared as Zarama clutched at the weapon shoved in her belly. Kolanji yanked it free, and Zarama fell forward, dropped to her knees in the dust, catching herself on one hand. As she sank lower and lower to the ground, everything seemed to slow. Kolanji raised his arms wet with blood into the air as he gloated. Zul'Jarra couldn't hear his words over the rising thunder of her own heart in her ears. Mother, no! Impossibly, Zarama turned as if she'd heard that desperate cry. Her eyes found Zul'Jarra. She saw her daughter. She saw the axe. The fear in her gave way to peace. She smiled, blood-stained lips moving around words that would never reach Zul'Jarra's ears. Then she fell still. The sight of her mother lying there, the red pooling beneath her, belted something inside Zul'Jarra like a mallet striking steel. The molten cold of grief that had seized her limbs thawed beneath the rage pouring through her. It bubbled and frothed, scorching her insides, filling her until it had nowhere else to go. Then it burst free. There would be stories told and songs sung, of Zul'Jarra's first true war cry. How it erupted from her like fire from a volcano, hot and scorching. How it shook the ancient stones of the broken throne and beyond. Any who heard would liken it to the shriek of a great eagle. And for days afterward, those who weren't there but still heard believed Akilzon had returned. But it was not so. The Loa had not returned. But a legend was born.
Ah, the child,
Kolanji laughed.
just in time to be made an orphan.
He raised a hand and beckoned.
Come on, then.
Jarra, wait, Zul'Jarra began. But she was already racing across the arena floor. Kolanji stepped away from her mother's body to face her. She threw her full weight into a swing. The blade of her axe crashed into Kolanji's mace. The force of it reverberated through her, stunning her just long enough for his meaty fist to find her jaw. She saw stars. The taste of blood filled her mouth. She threw herself backward to create distance and lifted her weapon. Kolanji chuckled, low and taunting.
You have fire. I'll give you that. When I'm finished with you, I think I will take your head and your brothers.
He glanced to where Zul'Jarra stood at the arena's edge, shouting for her to fight.
Keep the family together, yeah?
You'll be the one to lose your head! Zul'Jarra screamed as she hammered at the much larger troll, fury powering her frenzied strikes. Somewhere in the back of her mind, she knew she was being reckless. If she continued to attack in a rage, she'd eventually leave herself open. Another part of her didn't care. If she let go of her anger, the anguish beneath it would swallow her, ending the fight before Kolanji could. She swung again. This time the head of Kolanji's mace caught her axe at an angle and held it fast. The vile-branched chieftain yanked her forward as he leaned close, his face wild with glee.
This has been fun, but...
He stiffened, his eyes locked on the axe.
Impossible.
Zul'Jarra lashed out with a kick, driving her heel into his gut. Sand flew as he stumbled back. His eyes flashed as his arrogance faltered for an instant.
That axe would not save you any more than you could save your mother, child.
Chieftain! She spat through clenched teeth. Then she flew at him, swinging again and again, faster and faster. Metal screamed, sparks vanished in the sunlight. Her heart thrashed, wild and furious. She felt her muscles straining. Her grip on the axe tightened, fury in her heart, fire in her throat. Agony tearing free in a scream that emptied all of her. She swung. The blade caught flesh, tore through sinew and bone. Kolanji's smile disappeared. Then his head thudded to the ground. His body followed. For a moment, Zul'Jarra stared. The urge to drive the axe into him over and over again nearly took hold, but she fought it down, swallowed it. Another scream welled inside her. Instead, she turned to the now silent arena, her eyes scanning the faces of those who would call her enemy, friend, leader, her people. She stepped over Kolanji's form and raised the axe overhead. I am Zul'Jarra, bloodborn of Zorama, chieftain of the Amani of the Forest Tribes! Her voice held steady, even as her very being quaked. Let anyone who doubts me step forward! The vile-branched chieftain was left in the dirt, as Zul'Jarra, her brother, and others lifted her mother from the arena floor. They wrapped her in sacred linen and placed her on their shoulders, keeping her aloft the entire way to Amanizar. Zul'Jarra tried to convince his sister to step away long enough to be seen by the healers, but she refused. The pain was the only thing keeping her from collapsing. Kinduru met them at the edge of the settlement, his face wet with tears, his expression mournful. He led the way to the altar where Zarama would be prepared for final rites. Everything after that was a blur, people coming and going, offering congratulations and condolences. Zul'Jarra remained at her mother's side, and Zul'Jan at hers. She held her brother as he sobbed. By nightfall, Zul'Jarra had somehow bathed and dressed for the ceremony to come. Torches were arranged in a circle around a grave so fresh the air still smelled of earth. She stood silent, unmoving, as they put her mother in the ground. Afterward, she found herself centered in a ring of firelight as Kinduru addressed those gathered to pay their respects. People would talk about how beautifully he spoke of the fallen, but Zul'Jarra would never be able to recall the words. She'd never know if this upset her or not. The next day would find her seated in the great hall in her mother's place. One by one, the other leaders came, offering respect and tribute to the new chieftain. All but the Vile Branch, who had gathered their chieftain on his head and faded into the forests. Zul'Jarra accepted gifts, passing them on to her brother. The first of many apologies she would offer for her words beneath Akilzon's temple. He quietly accepted, his face that same unmoving mask. That night there were no celebrations, no grand feasts, only the emptiness of loss. Finally, the conclave concluded, and Zul'Jarra was free to return to her quarters, the chieftain's quarters. With all the commotion of the funeral and the conclaves, she hadn't gotten the chance to do more than change her attire. But now, in the stillness of the aftermath, she stared at the trappings that had belonged to her mother, mixed with her own personal items. This wasn't right. She shouldn't be in here. This was her mother's place. These were her mother's things. She had no right. A weight had settled over Zul'Jarra at the arena and grown heavier with every step of the funeral procession. Heavier still with each commendation or commiseration, all of it driving home the truth that her mother was gone and she was to blame. More stones around her neck dragging her ever downward until she finally collapsed. At some point, Zul'Jan joined her in the dark. Rauji came as well, quiet in her companionship. Eventually, Zul'Jarra managed words enough to request to be left alone. The night stretched on until there was a knock at the door. Zul'Jarra didn't answer. It opened anyway. Kinduru entered carrying something. Her mother's axe.
It's yours now,
The speaker murmured, his voice thick with emotion. He set it on the mantel where Zarama often kept it.
What happened isn't your fault, Jarra.
Kinduru began. A low growl rose from her chest. She didn't want to talk about this. The speaker must have sensed as much, because he hesitated before clearing his throat and continuing.
Zarama knew the risks and went anyway. She offered herself up in your place as any mother would.
Tears welled instantly. They followed the tracks already staining her face, a cruel imitation of the lines her mother had painted just days before.
You carry so much.
Kinduru knelt and leaned in to gently press his brow to hers.
She wouldn't want you to carry this too.
Zul'Jarra threw her arms around her uncle and wailed. They're both gone!
I know.
He held on tight as her body shook and heaved. Her fists battered his shoulders and back. How could they leave me?
Let it out, Jarra.
His voice cracked around his own shuddering breaths.
Let it out.
He let her cry and curse and spit and fight, all without letting her go. When the storm inside her ebbed, Kinduru helped her to her feet and embraced her one last time. There was still much to do, and already talk of Vile Branch discontent. The speaker turned to go but paused when Zul'Jarra called to him. Uncle! Her eyes went to Akilzon's axe where it lay after she'd discarded it upon returning from the arena. Kolanji's blood still darkened the blade's edge. Remove that thing from my sight! Kinduru's brow furrowed.
Are you sure? Maybe if we put it...
No. That frown deepened.
After you worked so hard to earn Akuzon's blessing, you would discard it.
Blessing. Zul'Jarra heard herself laugh. It rang hollow. That thing is a curse. I don't want it anywhere near me.
But the lower...
I prayed to Akuzon at the temple. Fury crawled up her throat and beat against the back of her teeth. And what did the Loa do for me, huh? Sent me to watch my mother's death. Arrived too late to save her. The Loa were not there for me, for us. My mother was. And so it is her axe I will wield as chieftain. She trembled with rage, but somehow her words remained steady. Take it away. Kinduru bowed low.
As you wish, my chieftain.
I trust I'll see you in World of Warcraft midnight. Remember, the Armani need no one.
All right. Well, that was the end of that. I did not finish doing all my stuff, but I did put a good dent in it, so let me finish on my warrior real quick, and then I'm gonna do a quick AFK, and then we'll pull up the animated short, which is pretty good also. But Lynette's not going to get as much out of the animated short because she can't watch it.
This working.
She can listen to the short story because there's no visual. It's hard to watch an animated short and get all of the stuff.
I'm not gonna have one.
Especially when it's only 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Wait, did I already? Oh, I did it on my house. So let me do my auction house stuff. Where I sold nothing. Perfect. Well, the good news is the stream is still up. By this time yesterday, the stream had stopped working, so progress, I guess. Well, you should go get more pellets. It's not out, but obviously I know you're not gonna actually go get pellets, because I have to always go get pellets and then put pellets in it because nobody will put pellets in it,
put pellets in
and then reset it like 80 fucking times because
all the time.
it's been out of pellets for 3 days and it won't start. It's fine. I know how the game is played.
I wasn't here, sorry.
No. Messing with your hair has done nothing. Has had 0 bearing.
That big sigh.
No, you did not. I got a follow right after I went live, but nothing popped up. So thanks to whoever followed me. I'm sure you're not there anymore. Because that is how Twitch works.
I follow you. Watch work.
That's not true. They can't even see you like 90% of the time.
I know. Oh.
Alright. Alright, let me take a quick break. I'm gonna go get pellets and start the fire, and then I'll be back. Alright, I've returned. So let's finish up this flower picking and dye making. Why did Chrome just close? That's interesting. Well, that was odd. Let me check to make sure that... Oh. I'm a flower, huh? Oh, why did Malwarebytes start up? Quit. Yes, I want to quit Malwarebytes because I do not want this thing to start buffering. There we go. Okay. So that is still there. Alright, cool. Oh, Chrome had an update. That's why it restarted. Alright, I can do that later. Okay. Flowers to pick. Dyes to make. And then short animated film to watch. I answered you, Shogun. Obviously, if you have it open. Yeah, the raid portal for Mrgl is not in the tree on the world map. It's on the island before the tree on the world map because the tree didn't used to be there. It's actually, that's also wrong. So there's a portal to the Emerald Dream on the island before the tree. The raid portal is in the Emerald Dream. Past the tree in the Emerald Dream before the tree came to the world map. I hope that's thoroughly confusing.
Something? See you later.
Oh, thanks, babe. Taco potatoes. Yeah, the Mrgl raid is not in Mrgl. It's in the Emerald Dream on the other side of Mrgl before Mrgl came to Azeroth. In the temple, and then to the tree, and then the tree goes to the real world where the raid is not. That potato is hot. I wonder if Madden's gonna want to play tonight. Nerb streaming. I wonder what Nerb is streaming. Burning Crusade Classic. Gross. Gyros. Two characters I have won't auto loot for some reason. And they're both blood elves. Wonder if that has something to do with it. Probably not. So I will say, since we're in a little bit of a downtime before I play the video, that story was really good. It makes me really like the trolls more. I know that, well, one, normally I read those. There was a PDF that was released and I would read those, but I don't feel comfortable doing the troll accent. It's like super racist to me to do that, so I'll let the professional do that. But it has made me, because I know that we're gonna go into that zone. I've actually already done that zone on beta. I'm not gonna give it away, but we go in there and help her. And I already have an appreciation for the trolls being one of the actual native races of the planet. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I need to go make my
The wise brewmaster
pigments.
recognizes the importance of taking a drink. And the importance of stopping before the drink takes the brew.
Oh, you'll like this.
Farewell.
Oh, it's an ad break, so I can do this while I'm on an ad.
Tomorrow, I don't think. Oh my god.
Also, I don't know why people keep saying Jeff Bezos when they talk about Amazon.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he's still huge. He's not the CEO anymore, but he still is huge.
I mean, I know he still makes money from Amazon, but he's not the guy. Like, he's already made his money, so he's like, yeah, I'm out. He's also not going to buy the Seahawks. At least, people say it's highly unlikely that he buys the Seahawks. Although somebody did text into the radio today and said that Jody should team up with Bill Gates' ex-wife and Jeff Bezos' ex-wife to buy the team.
I know. And then that's what I said though. They should do that and then use all the proceeds that, to fund all their charities, because that's going to be more than the whatever it is to give to charity. It's going to make
It's be perpetual.
Yeah, like I think that is like the chef's kiss of ideas. Perfect.
Alright, I'm done harassing Soul Rain Navy. Oh, apparently you can't do the daily quest after you've done them all. That's funny.
And function. Art is never truly finished.
That's interesting. Once you have done all 50 of the treasure hunts on the island, you can't do them anymore. You're done.
good.
Ba-da-da-da-ba. Welcome back if you were on an ad break. I'm almost done with this, I promise. Then we can watch the video, and then I'll see what Madden's doing, if he's even interested.
Down the road has a brand white.
Kia Forester?
Yep. No, Kia. Sorry, Subaru Forester. Came home with a brand new white Subaru Forester. I was like, sorry, there was just a Kia commercial on my phone. I was like, that's hilarious. I wonder what the date on his license is. I wonder if it's the white one I didn't buy.
Probably not. Yes. Facts.
Yep.
Greetings.
Mm-hmm.
Ancestors watch over you.
That was this morning. Every motherfucker cut me off.
Oh no.
I did not deserve it. You shut your mouth.
Welcome. Watch your back.
Oh my god, I made 15K yesterday? Oh, because I sold something. Nice. I sold something other than dyes. I sold a pattern for 12K. Nice. Told you recipes were money. Well, the funny thing is I probably had that recipe for 3 years trying to sell it. Uh-oh.
No, it's not. I mean, it would have to any-
Daddy,
Yeah, bud.
I'm watching a video that is a test for boys, and I did the color search one, and I got all of them right just a few seconds ago.
Oh, really?
And everybody watching the video had to find at least 5 to do a good job. And I got all of them right.
Nice. Oh, because stream cut out yesterday, you guys missed us having some of the plum beet mead. Lynette approves.
Off and away.
What wisdom do you seek? Tell me of your travels. You are most welcome.
Oh my god, there's an option on the bottom where coffee and waffles.
Hey!
Stuffed waffles. Waffle sandwich.
Be seeing you. Pleased to meet you.
Is that why I missed your stream? Yeah, it. So while I was streaming the short story, about 45 minutes into the short story and an hour into the stream, like all my streams, just cut out completely. I was like, well, this is bullshit.
You have a great day now.
Haste is increased by 2%. Okay. So yeah, so that's why I started the stream listening to the rest of the story, which was like 36 minutes, I think.
You got my attention. Off with you. You have the eyes of one who has traveled.
Am I gonna finish this flower picking quest before I queue for the dungeon? the answer is yes. I finished the dailies before the queue popped.
Daylight's burning.
Passing by, what would you say?
Welcome to the ring night!
The cat wants in. Hey, bud. Hi, Ace. All right. So let's go back to the garrison. And let's pop up the animated short. So this is called Liadrin. All that is sacred. So here goes my, let's see, is it still open? Yeah, Chrome's still open. Okay, so there goes my mic.
You see, the Sunwell is a font of energy, full of power that has sustained our people for thousands of years.
Whoa.
So it must be protected, and we ask for the light's blessings to keep it safe.
Father, what is the light?
Well, my darling Liadrin, I will tell you what I believe. Defend the Sunwell! That the light guides my steps and illuminates my path. In a world that is cruel and unforgiving. And when the light flows through me, when I am one with all that is sacred, I know that darkness can never prevail.
Alonsus.
Walk with me. I've been told we have much to discuss.
War is coming. The armies of the Void will strike soon, and we have reason to believe that it will be at Silvermoon. I need you to send word to the priests, so we can—
Before you were a paladin, you were a priest once, yes?
No, no, no! Light flow through me. Grant me your grace. Hear me, please! Why would you ask that?
Many of the paladins I anointed in life started as priests, trying to find meaning after the war they had just lost. Some sought retribution for all the suffering they had endured. Others tried to bury their pain beneath armor. But it was those who did not find peace in the light who became the most dangerous.
We have a war to prepare for, Alonsus.
And we will be fighting this war together, Liadrin. So I need you to ask yourself why the mere sight of me and you grasping your sword.
We're just here for him, elf.
I'm sorry, Alonsus. I do not harbor the hate that they do. It's just echoes of when war came to Silvermoon.
Darkness can never prevail.
Oh, Liadrin, I did not know.
And yet you were right. I became a paladin for every reason you said. Loss, despair, retribution. But when the Sunwell, despite having endured terrible loss and destruction, was reborn in the glory of the light, so too was my faith and my hope. So I will face the echoes that haunt me and fight for the sacred heart of Silvermoon, knowing that together, with the light by our side, darkness will never prevail.
All right, well, that was it. That was the short story. That was the short the animated short. God, words, I'm telling you, man. So yeah, that was interesting. My favorite part of that was the actual paladin abilities firing off as she's fighting. I thought that was really good. All right. I'm going to check one thing on one of my druids. And then I'm going to check with Madden to see if he's interested. The bell darkness shall always prevail. No pants.
Fatality.
No growl today. I don't think. I don't really understand how the growl thing works. Feels like I need to finish the Dragonflight campaign to unlock this raid. No, you don't. Just fly over the thing. You can literally just fly over the top of the shield. It doesn't take me to there? It doesn't take you... Wait. It doesn't take you to the Emerald Dream? I'm confused. Alright. Hold on. Hold on. You don't go to the tree. I think it's mead time.
Oh yeah? Alright.
Fatality.
I require a target.
Alright, so you go to Valdrakken. And then
I need to target something first.
You go over here to the left to this portal. And you click the portal. Now, it looks like you're at the tree, which technically you are, but you're not. You're in the Emerald Dream version of the tree, and the raid's over here. Yes. And then you fly over here to the raid. Put it on Mythic. And ta-da! And you're already behind the thing because it doesn't populate properly.
Oh wow.
Yep, fatality. Big wigs. Dragonfly. Who? Who? Oh. Yeah, I don't know him by his name.
They're divorced now.
Well, it doesn't matter if he died.
Rebecca Gayheart. And she, but when he got his diagnosis, they co-parented really well and were really.
Fatality. Alright. And then you're in the raid.
That she felt had first after they.
You want mead? Noted.
Who wants me?
Shogun.
It's very good mead. I would want some if I were you also. Jesus God. That was great. Maybe pick up her and her friends and into cake. And they're doing in the cul-de-sac. And Jurlo posted it. Tells me that we were up together to get some to be back with.
Yes.
I had news on today while I was driving home, and I was saying that to them, like, here's another song about fighting fascism.
Yep. Alright, we're gonna see if we can do this.
Why
I don't think we can.
focused his attack here? This focuses the energies of life to order the dragon. It must be stopped before he reaches the heart of a Mrgl. Rock's trail of destruction makes it all the easier to follow him.
Alright, well, this is too slow, so I'm gonna go get some mead. And then I'm gonna check on Madden to see if he's interested in playing some WoW on stream. So I will be back in a couple minutes. All right, what's up, everybody? Say hi.
Hi.
So, what do you want to do?
Which character?
Yep. That one? Okay, so first of all, which campsite do you want?
There.
That one? That one? That's the one you want? Okay. Alright, so we're gonna enter the world. So here's the thing. Since the last time you played, they changed the game. So supposedly it's easier. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to fix your buttons.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, what? What?
Game.
There was the beat.
They supposedly made it easier.
Fatality.
But in making it easier, they've completely changed how everything works. Okay, so here you are. Alright, so here's what I know. I know this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is E, this is T, this is F, this goes down here, rallying cry is C4, demoralizing shout is C5, shockwave is C6, alright, so that was 4, 5, 6, so this is 1, 2, 3, that's C2, this is C3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, so this is 6, 7, 8, 9. This is okay, so this was C7, just here. Okay, so 2 forms. We don't need 2 forms. We don't need that. We don't need that.
I don't have a target.
Okay, so let's check out your talents.
Is it Matt?
So what, magnet?
This is acting like a magnet right now.
Yeah, the case is magnetic. Why are you all yawning? Alright, so now let's load your talents. And that added a bunch of new stuff.
It only magnetifies on the thing that says Amazon.
Magnetifies?
It gets stuck right here. It gets stuck on this, only on the word that says Amazon. That's the only part it sticks on.
Yeah, but I know what goes. I don't know what to put here, but I know what goes here.
And what's that gonna be?
That's gonna be Avatar.
I need to go first.
Okay.
Forbidden technique. Activate. Dark blue flame dragon.
Okay, so
Dark
that
forbidden
is not what I wanted.
form. Dark blue flame dragon. Ranger.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I know why that didn't work. Okay. So I'll take those off.
Fatality.
Because you are on static flying.
Fatality. Fatality. I would rather be flying than walking because it takes forever to walk to where I need to go. So I just fly everywhere. Fatality. That's all I do when I need to.
Alright, so what do you want to do now? We're all fixed up here.
I want to do everything until I get to something that involves destroying monsters, because I want to destroy monsters.
Okay, so I know you'd rather fly than walk. What I'm saying is that you're using the old style of flying. So when I was looking for specific buttons, they weren't there. Okay, so the bad style flying, the old man flying that's slow. That's what that is. Okay, so okay.
Forbidden technique. Forbidden Ranger.
Are you ready? Are you ready to do this? Okay, so go in, get inside and use the portal to the top. Okay, so we're going to the top. I said solo second boss. I can't solo the second boss. Oh. That makes sense.
Hey.
What? You being a brat again?
Trying to figure out how to climb up in the lines, which are almost all the way up.
Oh. Oh.
Calm down.
Alright, the part of this quest is apparently in this pillar.
How do you get in a pillar?
You don't. I don't know why it's telling you to go inside the pillar.
Why don't we just go and see what we have to do? Let me go see.
You don't know. Just sit down. To Valdraken. I'm in Valdraken. Yeah, the sounds don't work. I don't know why the sounds don't work.
Get down right
now. Okay. 66244.
Let's go.
I'm trying to do what we need to do. I just don't know what it is we need to do.
Treasure the gift you have been given.
There we go.
Secured the Azure archives. The Razageth storm remains enveloped around Vakthros Tower.
She seeks to free her kin.
I want to know what they're saying, but I don't
Within
know.
the Azure span. What else could she be after?
My vision remains clouded. The Primalists could already be moving in our midst, and I fear I would not see it. The city must be protected. Veldraken is our people's home.
If the Primalists are here, we must find them and flush them out. They cannot be allowed to infiltrate our seat of power.
Oh.
Allow me to introduce you to Captain Drine. She oversees security here in Valdrakken.
The Scalesworn of Valdrakken, stand ready.
Alright. Are you gonna do this? It's that person that you just walked through.
Valdrakken is under my root out any primalist that dare infest our city. I serve the aspects.
Okay, so revealing Dragon's Eye used. So, click on that thing.
This?
Yep.
So. Easy way to walk?
Yeah.
That way. Okay. I forgot. Can I do it? Go. Fatality. I do not want to hit the bill. Fatality. Fatality. I gotta stop doing that. Fatality.
No. Nope. Over there's a glowing chalice over there.
Fatality. This?
No. On the table. No, go back to over.
Why are there so many things glowing?
Because there's lots of things you can click.
Why?
Because these guys just walked in and they're gonna talk. You're listening. It says, "Greetings, brother. Any news? A delay, unfortunately. They're still looking for it at Southhold Gate. Still? Should they not have found it by now? I'm sure everything will be handled by the time our benefactors are ready. He will make sure of it. Careful, we speak too casually. There are unfamiliar faces about." I gotta change something real quick. Alright.
Fatality. Fatality.
Alright. Fatality!
So, what or who do I press? Or do I just walk?
Just walk. You're following the arrow.
Fatality. Whoa. Fatality.
See where the diamond is?
Fatality. Yeah.
That's where you're going.
Fatality. Why is it keep saying that?
Because there's something causing a fatality.
Why so many fatalities?
I don't know.
So this?
Yep. So that guy walked in.
Forbidden technique.
My apologies. There's nothing here awaiting you. What do you mean? Commander Aranog said it would be here. I have not seen him. Come to think of it, I have not seen anyone from Southhold come by today. Very strange.
Okay, so walking this way. Fatality.
Here, let me see what's causing the fatality. I might be able to turn it off. Plater. It's Plater. Plater's causing the problem.
You're kidding me.
And LVI.
You're kidding. Okay, let's.
Alright.
Can we do dragons? Or.
I don't care.
Okay. Well, I'm doing cool dragon. Fatality. Cool dragon. This who I talk to? Or is that? Do I talk to somebody?
I don't.
That's supposed to get to the book.
Oh yeah, you go to the book.
Okay. Can you do it for me for... Can you do everything for a second?
What's up, Kyle? Madden's playing, but he went to go to the bathroom, so I'm waiting. He's like, do everything for me while I go to the bathroom. I'm like, if I do everything for you, then I can't read to you what's happening. Not that he's paying any attention. He plays WoW like a true gamer. Just click on this. Just go here. Just kill the stuff. Don't read anything. That's how, like, 80% of people play. I don't know what's going on in the game. Just kill the stuff and collect the shiny things. He took the ribbon off of this Kindle cover that was magnetized to it, and now it's gone. Oh, there it is. Goofball.
Fatality! 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 Fatality!
There are too many errors. I also don't know why.
Fatality!
Individual units, player. No, that's not it.
Fatality!
What is this? What is this one? It is party frames, but why? Why am I why? That doesn't make any sense. Party frames. I shouldn't be showing in the group, in the party frame.
Fatality! Fatality!
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Fatality.
Oh, it's gone now. Okay, I unintentionally fixed it. I don't know if he fell in or he's lost interest. So what are you up to, Kyle?
Fatality. 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 Fatality.
What? Okay. Alright, I didn't do it. So I could read it to you. You ready?
Okay.
Alright, I don't know why it decided to... There we go. Okay, these guys can roll up. Did you hear? Hear what? A drake tells me that the Trueborn are on the move. Something important is about to happen. Truly. I do not know the details, but he is close to finding it. Soon he will have the power to put the flights in their place, as they deserve. Okay. Bully. Huh?
Bully?
Bully?
Fatality! 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 Fatality!
Ow. I thought you were gonna do this. You don't know what you're supposed to do, right?
I do know what I'm supposed to do if I know where to go. I want you to do all the fighting.
You want me to do all the fighting?
Yeah, because I don't want to accidentally die. Somehow.
That's why you're a prot warrior, so you don't die. Alright.
Okay. Let's go! Yahoo! Let's go! Fatality! Do I go somewhere?
You're supposed to turn in a quest, but
Fatality!
it won't let you turn in the quest. Hold on.
Fatality! Fatality! I see two exclamation marks on the map. Says that where we're supposed to go?
I don't know why it wanted us to go over here. I never...
Does that mean we can change armor style?
I mean, it does, but I don't remember that being a requirement for that quest.
Maybe because they changed the game?
No.
Not changing it, but making it easier somehow?
Yeah, but I don't know what that has to do
Can I
with
move?
that particular quest.
Yeah, okay. Here's another thing.
Yeah, I don't really know where to put it though.
Let's go.
Alright. Away you go.
Fatality. Yahoo! Here we go. I'm gonna go right here and ride stuff. Motorcycle.
You're not going that far. Alright.
Fatality. 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 And here's another guy. And is that dragon supposed to be one of mine?
No.
Then who? Fatality. Is that a wild dragon? Fatality.
No.
It wasn't a wild dragon either.
Nope. Who's gonna shine like...
Fatality.
I'm out of range.
No. Cool. Is it impossible to take those weapons?
I mean, yes. I mean, you have lots of weapons that you can choose from if you don't want the one that I gave you.
I need to get closer.
I just want to see if I can make an even cooler outfit.
It's too far away.
Now we just need to kill 2 more. Right, Daddy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
out of
there's
range.
3 of them in here. So we'll get 13 killed.
Yep, that's alright though.
Or we don't have to kill that one and we just run away.
He'll chase us.
Ride away, run away, ride away, then fly away.
I need to get.
What about you? I thought you said you wanted me to kill stuff.
No, I just wanted to sing it.
Oh.
The thing where you, the song where it says, well, what about you? What about you? What about me? That.
I don't know that song. That is not a song that I'm familiar with.
Yeah, I don't see you watch it, but I watch it. Wait, you don't remember that time you put that song on in the car?
I actually have no idea what song you're talking about.
I don't even know what it's called, but it says, what about me, multiple times.
Right? Yeah, I gathered that much.
Even more times than I said. I just wanted to say it a few times because I didn't want to say it about. I think I heard it say it 30 times. I bet. I think. I don't know. But it was definitely a lot of times. Just attack it and it'll leave you alone.
I don't think that's how it works. I'm supposed to be looking for something, apparently.
Just be quiet and it won't attack you, and don't attack it so it won't attack you.
But it says I need to attack it.
It's too far away.
Excuse me. Did you just push that button?
Yeah.
Goof.
swapping coins.
Gather spears, but
What does it mean by spears?
apparently these guys drop spears, but I've killed a bunch of them and they haven't dropped anything, so I'm very confused.
Maybe you have to kill 6 specific ones.
There's one.
See? Specific ones.
I mean, I have been killing the ones that it's highlighted. There's another one.
It's too far away.
Comfy day, so I'm storing the most comfortable, school-appropriate outfit. Like, what am I wearing? Oh.
I like how you prefaced it with school appropriate.
Well, that's what the email said.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Hey.
Cutscene.
Over there. Your guards did not join our ranks as expected, Aranog. I am not concerned. Dead soldiers cannot get in your way. I see you have unearthed the flame stone. can sense its strength. It is now time for your end of this bargain. Arise, Primalist Aranog. I pledge this power to free my kind from the leash of the aspects. Then go, while I turn this wretched Titan-stained place into ashes!
I'm out.
You're out? What do you mean you're out?
What is going on? That traitor! Go defeat the Primalist leader here. I will be your rear guard.
Oh, someone beat me to it.
No. Are you gonna have to wait a few minutes?
Yeah. Wait for it to respawn.
No.
It's fine.
Did we forget about these shoes?
Fatality.
Did I forget about them?
Yes.
I guess.
They're practically
Are they the right size? Are they even mine? Look, you're beating up a dragon.
the bag that we had up on the shelving, and these were
Yeah, those look like brand new.
loaded it up. These are yours, and they're a good size, and they're new. Well, there you go. You got a pair of new tennis shoes.
Sure those aren't one of the boys?
No, I don't. They were in a Coast Guard bag.
Hey, it's your turn.
Okay.
I will always keep the courage in my heart. Never falter in our
I want
watch
to
for the rebellion.
go like this, and then go down.
I mean, if you did regular dragon riding, you could do that.
Oh. Then how do you do it?
Well, you can't do it like that. This is an old school. This is an old school flight. You can't do it in midair. Go ahead. Go ahead.
How do you do flying?
You turned it off because you don't like it. You said it was too hard.
Let me see. Let me see.
Hold on. This wants you to go somewhere first. Oh, I know what it wants you to do. Zul'Jarra is now your home.
The
bit of your time, hero. I promise it shall not be wasted.
All right, you ready to call it quits for the night? All right, well, say goodbye to everybody.
Peace. I'm out.
All right, well, he got a couple levels. So let's see. Things we did tonight. Let's see what popped up on the old thingamajiggy. Someone gave me a follow. I got the email about that, but it didn't pop up on any of the other stuff. So, again, thanks to whoever that was that gave me the follow. We finished up the short story where stream cut off last night. We watched the 5-minute animated short of Liadrin. I did my flower picking and my dye making and my auction house stuff. And then Madden got on and got a couple levels. So we... Oh my god, shut up. So that's everything. We checked every box. So pretty good for a 3-hour stream. So thanks for coming. I know that Shogun was here playing sound alerts that don't work, and Kyle showed up for a little bit, and everybody who just popped in and lurked for a little while. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. I don't have a whole lot of things to do because, well, midnight is in 8 days apparently. So I am going to do a Mythic Dimensius tomorrow for my mount. I don't think I need to stream that. That's going to be boring. So that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a great night. I will talk to you guys later. Maybe see you tomorrow.
And peace.
Peace.
What the fuck is the internet?
The internet is a communications tool used the world over where people can come together to bitch about movies and share pornography with one another.